Hello and good morning, Sudoku friends, and welcome to an expert puzzle by El Pais. Today is December 8, 2023. I'm going out for some beef noodles for breakfast. But first I thought I would see if we can manage this puzzle here and get it over and done with before I leave the apartment. All the givens here seem to be distributed pretty unevenly. I do see a pattern, I think. Well, a 5 blocks up here and a 5 blocks over here. So 5 goes here, and here we have a 4 and a 3 now. That means that a 4 will have to go here or here. 3 here or here. 6 here or here. Hang on. 5 and 6. Block down, 6 blocks up. 5 and 5 block here and here. Look here, these are 5 and 6. Yes, and that means that these are 3 and 7, and these are 4 and 9. So we got 4 and 9 in 2 of these 3 squares. We got 5 and 6 here. What else? We got 2's in one of these squares here. So the 9 and the 4 here, back to those, so the 4 blocks over, giving me this 9 and this 4, right? And these are, as I said, a 3 and a 7, therefore these must be a 1 and an 8. Funny, we had 3 and 4 here, we have 4's here and here, we have 3's here and here. What's up with that? We also have 5 and 6 over here somehow. It's a very strange puzzle. 9 over here, 6 here or here. Lots of Snyder notation willing digits, but I am not going to use any notation, at least I hope not. If I were to use notation, I certainly wouldn't do Snyder because it wouldn't help me with this puzzle. So let's get a grip. The 5 blocks here and here, the 5 blocks here, so here's a 5. Just 3 more numbers missing for the column, namely an 8, 7, and a 2. And the only thing I can say is that a 2 can't go here. It must go here if it goes at all in this column. 8 can't go here either. I'm inclined to believe that this is going to be a 7, but that is not a very logical statement, is it? The 4. Look, the 4 blocks here, the 4 blocks here, 4 blocks here. So here's a 4 and here's therefore the missing 3, which now in collaboration with the other 3 and this 3 forces a 3 to go here. This can't be a 1. This can't be a 1, so a 1 must go here. Therefore, we have a 1 here and we have an 8 here. Remember how these are 3, 7? Therefore, this must be an 8. We know that we needed a 4 and a 9 for 2 of these 3 squares. We now have only 2 squares left to deal with and the 9 blocks here. So here comes the 4 and here comes the 9. Which blocks over? The 9 blocks over and the 9 goes here, and this must be a 7. And therefore this must be the 2 that we had been looking for. This 2 blocks across, this 2 blocks down, here is a 2. These are 5 and 6, therefore this must be a 7. The last number here has got to be an 8. This is going way too smoothly. It looked complicated at the beginning, but it certainly doesn't look that complicated anymore. We seem to have a 9 here because this 9 blocks across and this 9 blocks down. So yes, a 9 goes here. This 9 blocks across, so does this. And these 2 9s block here and here. Here's a 9. 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, right? Therefore, 1, 7, and therefore a 2, 8. And we got a couple of 4s blocking up and down, or up, and 1 4 blocking across. Here's a 4. Here are 7 and an 8. We know that these are 2 and 8. Therefore, none of these can be a 7. Obviously, the 7 blocks here, so a 7 goes here or here. A 7 must go here because we have established that this is a 2-8 pair, therefore it can't be a 7. And this 7 blocks here. So here's a 7. 2 blocks over, 2 blocks over, here's a 2, and here's the 8 we were talking about. And that gives us this 8 here to complete the row. Here are 1 and a 3, also easy. The 1 blocks down, 3 goes here, 1 here. 1 blocks up, 1 blocks down, 1 blocks over, 1 blocks over, 1 here. And here naturally must go a 3. Still a 3, 7, and a 5, 6. Nothing to do yet. And a 6, 4, nothing to do yet. 1, 7. No, not yet. But we can place a 9 in this square because of these 2 9s blocking across and these 2 9s blocking here and here. So yes, here's a 9. And the empty squares that can take a 3 in block 6, pretty limited. We have a 3 blocking across and down and up. So 3 must go here. Now we have a solution to the 3 and the 7 missing over here. We do remember that one of these is a 7, don't we? Because the 7 blocks here. Now this 7 prevents a 7 from going here. It must go here. And now we have 7s blocking across and up like so. Here's a 7. And I think we got a solution to the 5s now and the 6 over here because the 5 blocks here, the 5 blocks here. The 5 must go here for the row, and that gives me a 6 for this square. This 6 blocks across, this blocks up. Here's a 6, and that gives me a 6 here. And this must be a 5. Blocking over, 5 blocks down, 5 here. Still a 4, 6. And this is also a 4, 6, except the 6 blocks over, giving me a 4. Therefore, a 4 goes here and the 6 here. And this must be an 8, giving me an 8 here. And an 8 up here. And this must be a 7. Now we have a 7 here and a 1 here. And therefore a 1 here and a 5 here. 3 empty squares for 2s and 6s. The 6 blocks here, therefore this is a 2 and this is a 2 and this is a 6. Kind of a weird puzzle today, I have to say, but fun nevertheless. Somewhat more difficult than yesterday's, but not by a whole lot. Thank you for watching and bye for now.